Other. It's Poetic Divas LLC. Put some respect on it.
Because we do.
How y'all doing?
How was the traffic from in the hallway?
It was a little hectic because sometimes, if I come around a corner at the wrong time, I'll have a, accident, head-on collision with my people.
Yeah, it's okay. But, lucky for you, they know you, so they're not going to sue.
Yeah. And they understand that, I paved the highway. I paved these roads.
Right, and your roads.
So I can revoke license.
And they ain't going to say nothing.
No.
Shoot.
So how was your week, best friend? I probably shouldn't have asked that because if your week was like my week, then we probably don't want to talk about our week.
My week is over. I did manage to have a Scooby wherewithal of a day off, but according to my life stories and my kids and my businesses and whatnot, it really wasn't a day off. So it's like I just worked the whole week.
It was just another day in the life.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sober. So can we drink?
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So when we're together. And it's empty, and you can see that it's nice and clear. So we're gonna pull off the line, pull these libations.
Feel like we're in high school,
I know,
just
right?
like this.
In the corner. Well, no. What you mean? Never mind. I don't know what you're talking about.
Like in high school, when you be like at the football games, and somebody sneak in the NJ or the St. Ives, or whatever.
Not that booms.
Boom phones, yes. So you be like this on the bleacher, like this. Somebody watch this pour right here.
Who was doing that?
I don't know. That's allegedly what happened in high school.
I saw. You know what? So, you know what? Let's just see. Is it good?
I smell sweet, earthy, wooden.
Oh, wood is good. Delicious. Wood is good.
Ooh, with a splash of butter.
See?
Yep.
Now I can't tell y'all, but best friend, this is one of my go-tos.
Well, it can come to me anytime it wants.
And I'll tell you where.
Okay. We'll talk when we stop talking to y'all.
Right. I just had to get a double squig because it is weak. Like, I'm tired.
But, you look gorgeous.
And so do you, best friend.
Let's do this one.
So, yeah, we're here to do what we do, entertain y'all and have conversations with y'all and with each other.
That's right. And, since it's season 2, we're throwing a little extra stuff in, so just be on the lookout. There'll be some safe words, in the script. And, you mentioned some dope stuff last show. So if you didn't see last show, you need to go back.
Yeah, and get yourself prepared.
So you'll understand.
Because it will start tonight. Tonight will be the first installation.
Like a good old art installation in the middle of the museum, and people paying and have a special screening. And okay, I'm back.
Yeah, because you left me, but I enjoyed the vision of where you went, but I still don't know where you went actually. But
it's okay.
Okay, so what we got for polls this week?
So ladies and gentlemen, we had a very eclectic poll. It was a little extra, like me sometimes. And the first poll for, I'm gonna tell you what day it was. Oh, September 8th. I got it. It's at the top. Okay. Look at God.
See.
Ooh, so September 8th poll was.
Oh, I was supposed to do. Okay. There we go.
Okay. So the poll was: Would you? Let me stop. Would you and your partner want to watch each other's old sex tapes? And 45% of y'all said hell no. Yes. Hell yes. 45% say hell yes. 55% say hell no. I don't want to see that. It ain't me in there. I don't want to see what they made your body do if I can't do it myself. So, and let's see. How did that division work out? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yes, yes.
We had it was a good mix of yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good mix of yes, and it was a lot of no's. So it was pretty evenly split. I'm very happy about that because normally y'all don't act right, but y'all aligned accordingly.
Mm-hmm.
And we had about a little over 100 folks answer. So
what I mean, you. Oh,
I'm asking you.
You asking me?
You.
You asking me? So.
Don't worry about politics here. We don't discuss that on the show. So go.
I'm going to say that is a no. And I just had so many things come to my mind, so I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna wait for you to vomit it out on screen.
So I'm gonna say no because a lot of times the past is in the past for a reason.
Come through.
It's in the past, and honestly, if it wasn't in the past, it would be the present, and it would be a present, and it would be for me to enjoy. So I'm gonna say no. And honestly, I don't want to I don't want to see what you was doing because I hope that we're doing some more upgraded things anyway. So we're improving and excelling. We're moving forward in our excursions. So no, I can do without that. But I'm also wondering, because I know that there's some things, I don't know where they are. I hope they were destroyed. That's all I'm going to say. And for you, because you.
First and foremost, when you said improvement, in my mind I said no relation to home. It like inside joke. I'm sorry. I was trying to be
relation. Absolutely not.
If you know, you know, and if you don't, sorry, you need to know.
Right.
Okay. But beyond that, I was like, okay.
I know it just sits you back, like a whole lot of stuff go through your mind when you try to answer this question. It's a bit much.
Look, and I have a story time for this too. I would not particularly care to watch, my current man's sex tapes, solely on the purpose of, when you mind, like really, really mind, I'm real jealous. Like I'm hypersensitive. So like I would dead punch you in the chest for some stupid. So that includes, you be up there like, yes, I'm giving it. Who you giving that to? That's mine.
Right.
Mm-hmm. To quote somebody, mine.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay, thank you. I was waiting for you to come back.
I'm back. Oh, so yeah.
So that I personally wouldn't, but here's a fine line too. I take some amazing naked pictures, so sometimes I be trying to recycle those. Like you gotta see this. It'd be some amazingness, and if I'm not dealing with you anymore, then I would hope that you would delete and not show it or keep it in a folder with my name on it, although that may or may not have happened. So
that brings me to another thought. What about people that have these fetishes of keeping your clothes and articles of clothing.
Oh, you mean that dude who kept stealing my Victoria's Secret's underwear and act like I didn't know? It wasn't like you were buying me some more, sir. I'm still waiting for you to run me those thongs right now. Because that stuff ain't cheap. I'm pretty sure your new girlfriend wears Kmart underwear. So don't try to fit her fat tail in my Victoria's Secrets. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm a little bitter.
I see.
I'm sorry. And look, this is why I'm bitter. Okay, let me tell you. This is why I'm bitter. Like, I buy a lot of things. You know, I'm not really high maintenance, but I have certain things that I like of a high maintenance quality. And, you know, one of my little, it's self-indulgence is my Victoria's Secret underwear.
But didn't you have something to say about them previously? But I'm still very partial to Vicky. The bras and the underwear.
Okay. Yet another full disclosure. I don't wear bras. Like, I wear them up here on the show because, y'all need something to look at while you're looking at me. I need to go up and down, up and down. I don't like to wear bras. So during the day and work week, especially at work, I wear a tank top. Like, tank tops have been my bras for years. Well, when I want to get cute or whatever and feel a little extra, I strap one on so the girls can sit up right. That's why people didn't really realize that I have breasts. They was like, yo, where you get those? I've always had them. I mean, I'm not part of the big Chi-Chi committee, but you can get this full B mouthful right here.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
So yeah, so that's why I've never purchased a bra from Victoria's Secrets. Now I still have not. Like, I buy the cheapest bras in the world, but as long as they lift the girls up and make them look perky, I don't care. Mm-hmm. But my underwear, like, I'm a nudist. Don't get me wrong. But it's something about some nice satin, sexy underwear beneath here. I'll be like, ah. So yeah, I'm real bitter. Because the sir owes me.
Okay, so yeah, I hope that if it comes to his heart that he should get those back to you, I hope that he would stop and just get you a Victoria's Secret gift card, because I know that those panties have been adulterated with all types of random particulate, and thus
I would never wear them again. But it's principalities.
Yes, but you can run me that gift card though.
Hello, like, if you're gonna take my underwear, at least you already took my soul, you took my balls, you done took my uterus, like, you rearranged my organs. I'm appreciative of that, sir. But if you're gonna take them, like, replace them. And dudes always, matter of fact, dudes be like, yo, I want to rip that off for you. Like, I have some sexy lingerie, because I love lingerie, but they be trying to rip it. I'm like, oh, sir, this may not cost a lot, but it darn sure costs a lot. A lot of time, a lot of care, a lot of shaving, a lot of awkward positions, a lot of even possibly my best friend pulling me into the outfit.
So you ain't gonna be just ripping up this work.
Right. Now, if I give you permission, of course. Now, have you ever done that? That's a good question. That might be next week's poll question. Have you ever given someone permission to rip your lingerie off you like that? Like that, damn, that might be something good. I feel like it's a story. I feel like that's your next poll. We'll answer that next week. Next show. That's not. But
okay. Yeah, that was good. It took me some places.
And also, like, what happens to your old sex tapes and stuff? Like, I don't keep.
I have a feeling, and I hope that I'm wrong, but I believe that an ex may have recorded something, and I think that the video is floating around in cyberspace, or perhaps in the old video camera. It may have gotten pawned. I just have a bad feeling about it. And that's all I can say. So y'all be careful. We have the phones now, and we got the cloud. So it's another element of that going on. But back in these days, it was because I'm telling my age a little bit.
Girl.
But back in those days, you had that big clunky VHS.
Mm-hmm. When it flipped out to the side so you could see. Oh, you pulled my pants to the side and the camera to the side.
And it was grainy. It wasn't. So they probably don't even know who they're looking at if they saw it.
No, but here's another thing, though. Another caveat, if you so may. Like, and maybe this might lead into the story. But I've had matter of fact, let's just go to the story, because then I can ask the question after the story, because then you're gonna understand the questions I had before the story. So back in 1962, it was summer. It's a little moist. It's about 90 degrees North Carolina weather, so the humidity was off.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was real dewy complexion in my skin and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I was serving. I was gonna serve my man up, right? And we happened to leave a show. I drove up to see him at the show. We met in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I keep ending up dating these dudes out of town. But anywho, we drove and met at the show. It was his show. So, I'm just going to support. I'm looking banging. That's when my body was like, pow, pow, pow. My six-pack was on fleek, right? And I get there and I'm talking to other people. And somehow I managed to get on the open mic. That's neither here nor there. But after the show, we all chilled at a mutual friend's house. We was going to stay there tonight because it was like a long drive back.
Mm-hmm.
And, we was drinking. We was living our adult life. So I happened to be putting in some work because he was like, yo, you looking good, and I was like, I know, you had to come through and stun on me.
Mm-hmm.
I was putting in some work, in the spare bedroom that we stayed in, and in the bathroom, because, I'm a big thing, like, if I'm sweaty and we done been out, we gotta take a bath.
Right. We have a shower.
Your stuff is already salty enough,
right, all that.
So, we happen to go to town in the bathroom, and I don't notice at the time because I'm doing my due diligence as the girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This dude was like, he done pulled the phone out like this and started recording.
Oh.
And I didn't know until the next day. He was like, yo, babe, I recorded you. Like, your back arched perfectly in there. I was like, what you say, Shaggy? You done did what? Send me that video.
Mm-hmm.
That was some good work. Some good work. But the fact is that you recorded me without my knowledge, and you're lucky that we were like that, and we've been dating for a long time. I've known you a long time, so I wasn't too worried about it. But I still have the sneaky feeling that said X still has a folder with a lot of my good work on one of his phones. And I'm pretty sure that his current girlfriend, if he has a current girlfriend, she's going to be hating on me. And I'm okay with that. So the question is, when you finally divorce your ex, who gets the right to keep said pictures and video? Like, is there a protocol? Do y'all need to have like a divorce of your video parties or whatnot?
So this is funny. So I had an ex that we broke up and then we got back together. And so when we got back together, I was like, yeah, we had some footage, Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, I deleted it. I was like, why you ain't send it to me?
Shoot.
Cause that was
some good work. I know it was some good work.
You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
It make you. I mean, the voyeur in me enjoys. Mm-hmm. So I was, I really enjoyed. Nevertheless, he deleted it. Well, that's what he said, though. I don't know, but see, I don't know. Because I feel like he said that because it was easy to say that, but he probably had it in some kind of encrypted security layers.
Right. And I'm a big advocate of, if we're going to do this, if we're going to set up the camera and whatnot, and you're going to record a whole session, yes, send me a copy. And then we're going to delete your copy. So if you want to see the copy, you can just come to me, like for real, for real. But, the way technology is set up nowadays, you never know. And I may or may not have had a session with somebody who, we stopped having sessions. And then like a couple of years later, he was like, I found this video of you. I mean, like,
did you find it or were you keeping it?
Like
until you could be told that you found it. You see how that works.
And I wasn't mad at it because I was like, I forgot. Let me see. Right. And then, you get that whole, you can come over and watch it and then we can record it later. But I was like, oh, for real, you gonna say that? Because I already know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna come over, we're gonna watch it, we're gonna get the reminiscent, it's gonna be some wine, it's gonna be some, sangria and stuff, and then next thing you know, it's another movie. Like,
right.
If you want to make another movie, let me know. I mean, no, don't do that. I'm gonna run for mayor next year. So yeah, bottom line of the story, ladies, if you are allowing yourself to be recorded, doing what you do, make sure that it's recorded on your own device. Therefore, they cannot blackmail you or hold it over your head, which, I ain't shaming nothing I do, so I'm grown. Don't let your new girlfriend find it.
And so, yeah, because I have a folder that's, got a little folder.
Yeah. If anybody ever finds our archive footage, you're welcome.
Bon voyage. Next poll.
Okay, next poll.
Because we don't. This winter place. We back.
Okay, so the poll for September 15th, 2021. Is it required that your partner accepts your friends? About 90 some views, we have a whopping, let me get my drum roll. Yes, we have 38% of the audience says yes. 62 of y'all, 62% of y'all said nope. Nope. So I was like, oh, that's very interesting. Let's see. I'm trying to see if it's an even split. A lot of the dudes are like, no. And shout out to the new people that answer the polls too. I see y'all. Okay. Hey. So I guess we should go first with the definition of, the definition of friends. Is it friends in general? Is it friends including, acquaintances or co-workers or, or we talking about like 100% like, 20 plus year friendship type of thing? Like, we need to know it's layers to your acceptance.
It is.
So what say you, best friend?
So, okay. I did think about this. And like you said, I thought about it in layers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're a peripheral friend, then maybe not so much.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a best friend, that's more like family, more like a sister,
Mm-hmm.
or depending on the situation, if your best friend's a man, you're
Mm-hmm.
for the guys, like
Right.
that's important because before you came along, that best friend more than likely was in their life. They've shared a lot of ups and downs, a lot of growth,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of lessons learned. So it is important that not only you try to build this new relationship, but that you have mutual respect for that person who has been holding them down.
Right.
You know, and you got to be careful with it too, because you don't want to just be like, well, if you don't like them, we ain't got, you got to have this conversation. It should be some understanding and some compromise on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just be blatantly disrespectful.
Girl.
You know, like it's levels to this shit. And I love it when they pretend that, you know, they're cool with said person, and then you find out that they was running off at the mouth. Now, I had an ex. Well, I should say I have an ex that he didn't particularly care for my best friend, but he tried to kind of mask it, and I started peeling away at the layers. Now, I feel like he was threatened by her because he knew that he was so faulty in his intent that it would start to seep out his pores like sweat, and thus spilling out your truth. And it did. So don't be threatened. And you won't be if your intentions are pure. I'm sorry. I'm so okay. What about you, best friend?
Right now we're just going to focus on the fact of, you know, your partner is required to like your best friend, and then we're going to delve into those who are, you know, lesser than. Sorry.
Okay.
I personally think, hell yeah, you're required to at least acknowledge the commitment, the level of care that my best friend shows me, and, you know, vice versa. Like, if we're in a relationship, I don't know how y'all best friends are set up, but
I don't know.
But my best friend is always very supportive and nurturing to anybody who I choose to, you know, say this is my boo, this is my bae right here. Like, you know, she's very, you know, intentional, and she would bend over backwards just like she's dating you, because I'm dating you, because we're the same person on a whole lot of levels. So she would treat you with the utmost respect. But don't you think ever, like one ex that can come out their mouth and say something like, this one ex, he tried it. He said one thing. My best friend said, bitch. Not in a good way, because we say bitch. She said, bitch. What the fuck he said to me? I said, what the fuck?
I thought you was about to get up like right now. Like, it was just, see, she's still hot. Like, that thing still.
I lost my shit, my mama shit, my kid shit, my kitten shit, my future grandbaby shit. Because what you are not ever going to do is disrespect this woman right here. You can disagree with her. You cannot want to deal with her. But you ain't never going to come out your mouth talking to me about this one. No. You fucked up.
It was pretty intense. And you know, I will say that I don't even think it mattered at that point who it was. It may very well have been your mother, your father, because he just kind of went into another realm
Well, I brought his ass back to
You
earth.
did. You leveled that ass back out. Pancake. I'm sorry.
I still ain't talked to that dude to this day. I'm sorry. So anywho,
so there's
you will not openly disrespect my best friend if you don't care for her as much. Now, are you required to be her best friend? No, because I'm her best friend. You ain't required to that. But you are required to respect my family members. And she's my family. So there's that portion of it. But then it's also like another situation. I was with another dude. Maybe I should start dating women. It's really crazy. Sorry. Y'all dudes are batting on like zero right now for the most part. I'm sorry. I was dating another dude, and I'm cognizant of going into different environments, different situations. And if you have some people that are really close to you, I'm not going to misrepresent myself. I'm not going to pretend to be something that I'm not. But I still value if your people like me or care, that, and they see that I'm for you, like they're going to treat me differently or whatever. So I really try to understand them, try to, form some kind of friendship or relationship with them solely on the fact that these are your people. And, I do that, I'll be trying, but, certain people I don't care for. So, and I tend to tell people that I'm dating, like, if you rock with somebody, like, look, you do you. I'm not going to tell you who not to talk to because I'm not in elementary school. I'm not going to tell you who not to rock with. I'm not going to not go to some place go to an event or any place that there'll be somebody there that I don't really fuck with. I don't care. I ain't got to talk to you. I'm here supporting you. So I'm not going to allow my support to be dictated on places and people who I may not deal with.
Oh, I'm sorry. I had a complete flashback. I'm back.
I know. So, I know. Just breathe. It's okay.
Ooh, belt buckles. Okay.
I know. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to support you regardless of if we're together or if we're no longer together. I don't have no beef with none of my exes, maybe a couple. But majority of them, like 90% of them, I ain't got no issue with you. So I'm not saying that I have to be 100% friends and cool and have our own separate relationship with your people, but I will be respectful of how they fit in your life. And I would never put it to you like, I don't like them. Don't talk to them.
Or if you talk to them, we over.
Right.
Oh, that sounds like familiar. Like we're five. Like, oh my God, I can't be your friend and your friend too.
Right. Paw Patrol ass nigga.
Bullshit. Damn.
Okay. So yeah, there's no constraints on that. But just know, do not come from best friend.
Do not come for her. Unless she send for you. And then ask for clarity to make sure she sent for you. Thank you.
I tell people, I'm like, you said what? Are you sure? I make them ask them 3 times so you can deny me like people deny Jesus. I'm going to make sure. This is what you're going to do. Are you certain this is what you won't do? Now realize if this is what you won't do, we can do it.
And there's ramifications.
Right. So yeah, it's not required. It's a bonus. And I appreciate people who already recognize they're like, yo, that's your best friend for real.
They already listen.
I appreciate y'all to do that.
So like my people be like, oh, you rocking with your usual crew? You know my crew. You know my peeps.
Right.
You already know.
You can see.
Say less.
I like people who are like, oh yeah, with your girls. Yeah, you know who I rock with, right?
You boom.
I mean, you may see us out, but we only rock with a small selection of people.
Right.
On purpose.
Right. So I don't know. I guess we're setting this season 2 theme of doing some poetry, but the way my week has been set up, I'm still not okay. Like I still haven't gotten my poetry life together. Now don't act like you don't have, like, you got stacks on stacks. Like, don't do that. Don't even try. Don't even
recall what I have done on air.
Don't even worry about it. Because guess what, let's you want to share one of our group pieces? Since we together.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got up in here.
Let me go back to this portion.
You about to go in.
Yeah, you said group piece. I got to go to the special document.
You do. So yeah, so for today and for this show,
okay,
the special word is goals. So moving on, and I will only say it once. So if you're watching, and if you need to know what to do, go back to last week and take note. So you can enter to win these goodies. Like, we got a whole contest going on.
Who doesn't like free-ish?
And I'm going to be nice and go back and type out the details for those of you who struggle with following instructions. But just know,
in order to see what she typed, you have to be subscribed to Poetic Divas LLC.
Put some respect on it.
Because we do.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and like you said, who don't want a chance to win some free goodies? Like,
and we got all the good stuff.
For real.
We got everything from the rooter to the tutor. You never know.
And toot.
And who knows? Maybe like you might even win a big prize.
You might. Mm-hmm.
So I'm just waiting for my best friend to tell me what group piece we're doing. Because if you didn't know, we have a Poetic Divas book coming out, which is a whole book of what? Group pieces.
So let's do our bookends.
Our bookends.
Mm-hmm.
Which one was that? Does it say bookends?
Oh, snap. Ain't it? Ooh, the way these pieces move around in this document.
I see something that says bookends. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
We get my throat right.
And I know
that's what he said.
I know we updated this a few times, but
did we?
We did, but I think we got it where we want it. So.
Oh, which version are you on? The 3.0 or the original?
I have original.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm reading from the correct version. Because okay, I'm just gonna go with the one that says bookends.
Yeah, because it's okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. You start.
This stuff moving. This is why I stay in my house, because I be looking at her computer, be doing stuff, and I be like, my score ADD be like, did you see this? I know you see this. I know. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He thought he was a quote, like, to thy own self be true. Then he had been with me in a while.
Or maybe he thought he was the only haiku-like, made truth his backbone, found the scriptures in his heart, crafted the commandments.
He should have thought himself this poem.
See, he made space in his bed to be casually read.
So his heart's content could never be recited.
Just a varied expression of all things he dared to show.
See, we made space in our beds and never minded being casual as long as we were read cover to cover. Between the two layers of comfort, yet still under the weight of emotion spread thin by two people who never knew their own weight in love.
Or were we just waiting to be more than temporary, more than a pit stop on the way to a destination? It's hard to answer that when we don't know where we're going. No pins dropped on maps, lost in ways we need to go, like misplaced landmarks.
Landmarks that turn into landmines anytime we challenge the direction of his truth. Ha! You must have us confused, as if we spoke pig Latin to your Morse code, which only your demons know. So let us exercise your shortcomings by allowing you to seek refuge within this dark, while hoping this is the way back to your heart.
And that's the problem. He placed detour signs at the entrance of any road leading to him, then pondered why no one ever came to stay. They just opted to meet him at the watered-down edges of his imagination. Will that poem ever be finished? Or will it forever be stamped into history like the passport he never knew existed?
So we stay here while you strayed, laying seed in any moist soil until the dead forest looks like you. And we couldn't unsee that. So we rage while trying to convince ourselves there is beauty in death. So let us test this theory while putting our cliff notes down.
Putting down the clues long enough to tempt those who wonder. Tempt those who care to discover. What makes the cage bird sing? What demons control the speech pattern of his lips? What will make his words stand as gospel? We will continue to be more than he planned for, as if one could ever plan for the intensity of a storm, because a period only stops someone who is looking for a break. Instead, we take this opportunity to teach him how a real woman rights their wrongs. Apparently, we are the only two left, holding pieces in place, like bookends. In peace.
Oh, God.
See? Yes. Okay, yes. Okay, I don't know why we got a couple of versions, but I like that version.
That might make the book.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So, I don't know, best friend, but I'm ready to go night-night.
Girl, you ever scared to go night-night? Oh Lord. Okay, so it's been real. It's been a long week.
Mm-hmm.
But we still had to come and give me Poetic Divas LLC style and flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do like a brief synopsis of what they can look forward to?
Y'all can look forward to going back to the show from 2 weeks ago and figuring out what you need to do to win these prizes.
And figure out what the prizes are like.
Yeah, you got some homework to do.
I like homework.
You do?
Especially when you text me at night.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so do all that. Like, comment, subscribe. And if you say anything that really touched you, we like pictures in our inbox and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like
what? Whoa, you gotta be
pictures of how the show touched you tonight in our inbox. We don't want any unsolicited
pictures of how the show touched.
Because I feel like somebody's gonna be like this. Well, I could say comments, questions, and concerns, but every time I say that, I get other stuff in my inbox. So I was just trying to find something different.
Oh, well, so You can come to the Poetic Divas LLC inbox. If you don't want to just go to my inbox or
No, you come to Poetic
Miss
Divas
Dahlia's inbox,
inbox.
because we sometimes we get some odd stuff, and that's just bring it to the group, and
Well, how do they enter the drawing for the prize? Do you want them to bring that to the Poetic Divas inbox?
no, because if you do, I'm gonna know you didn't watch the show 2 weeks ago. You're gonna tell on yourself. Just go back and watch the show, and you'll learn all the tricks of the trade. I can't make it easy for y'all. If I make it easy, everybody be getting stuff. We'll run out of goodies. I gotta make you work. Work. Okay, that was fun.
Okay, so yeah, we love y'all.
We do.
Mind your business, grow your edges, avoid dick pics if you're so inclined to. But don't avoid Poetic Divas LLC.
Put some respect on it.
Because we do. And yeah, we're gonna catch y'all in 2 weeks.
2. Good night.